visit somebody right on my call. This is the moment you're meant to know.
Well, hello there, sunflowers, and how are you guys today? Well, I just finished giving a huge crash course on the VMAs that happened this year. However, at the VMAs was Ariana Grande, and that's exactly why I'm here to do this reading, because apparently this was a huge night for Ariana Grande. Not only did everybody want to take a picture with Ariana Grande, oh, no, 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 no. Ariana Grande's family was there, but that's not the best part. Ethan Slater's missing. What? Her family could be there, but not the boyfriend? And was he not just recently spotted with his ex-wife and child? I don't know. It sounds a bit suspicious. I mean, first off, I'm not knocking the man for being a active father in his child's life. Go right on ahead, Ethan. Thank you. However, amid breakup rumors and apparently on a big night for Ariana Grande where she took home a lot of awards. If you haven't checked my crash course on the VMAs, go check it out. She won quite a bit of awards. I think her and Sabrina Carpenter were almost neck and neck in getting awards, honestly. But she got all these awards. Her mom and dad were there, which is apparently significant, which I don't know the backstory behind, but all I know is that her parents are divorced. So for them to be together for the sake of Ariana Grande on this night is significant, but Ethan Slater's not, amid breakup rumors. Interesting. Even her brother, we know Ariana Grande and her brother are close. He was even able to show up, even though he stole the spotlight here and there with his reactions and his looks. She definitely has a particular brother. But yeah, all that. And no sight of Ethan Slater. But he did give some acknowledgments on social media, reposting her acceptance speech. I mean, what else could he post for Ariana Grande? He wasn't there, so it's not like he could post pictures of them together. But maybe like I don't know, taking Ariana Grande out on a dinner date to celebrate all these awards. Maybe like a cute romantic night at home, and you like sneak in a pic, like, you could do something like that. I don't know. But I don't know, maybe I'm a hopeless romantic and I'm just like expecting some big grand gesture. But yeah. So that's all going on. But apparently, I heard Ariana Grande has a whole lot going on. Not only does she have a apparent album or is in the process of working on an album, but there's also a tour that she has just recently announced that's coming in 2026. So she's got to get prepared for that physically. But then also Wicked 2 is getting ready to get released. So she's going to have to do some promotion for that. So that's like 3 things going on that. And then like Ethan Slater. So it's like all that Ariana Grande's got going on her plate. I mean, if we want to go there, her weight. That's 5 things Ariana Grande is dealing with. And I even mentioned it, I'm not sure, but I didn't know Ariana Grande was that pale. Pardon me, guys. I didn't know she was that pale until I saw her next to Sabrina Carpenter. And I thought Sabrina Carpenter was kind of on the paler side. I mean, So when I saw her next to Ariana Grande, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, girl, Ariana. So because of that, I'm just not sure if I'm just with Ariana Grande. I just don't know if she's like stressed out, if girl's got a lot on her plate, dealing with a breakup, trying to hide a breakup, because that's another thing that they're trying to keep pretense up. even though they are not in a relationship. They're just waiting for Wicked 2 to come out so that way they don't ruin the movie release. That's still the rumor on the street. So I don't know. Let's check in on Ariana or Ariana. Okay. All right. I was pronouncing her name wrong. Okay. Ooh, I like that for her present moment. I really do like that. Sky's the infinity, honestly, with the three of wands, which is very helpful. This card definitely symbolizes looking into the future. It's kind of like a portal or a gateway. It's a transition phase. It's like walking through the door and you're like in a whole different kind of universe kind of thing. So it's like whatever the future is, imagine it, envision it, and then walk through the door kind of thing. We see here at the foundation is the Queen of Wands. Sorry if I'm sounding a little bit congested or if you see me start tearing up. Then we have here in her past is the Seven of Wands. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. The King of Swords in her present moment. I'm talking about all about that future, right? Right above her, in her head and in her foundation, or in the top and the bottom. We have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So we have a pair, but is this pair her and Ethan? Is this pair her parents? I don't know. There's a lot going on up in the air right now. So there's a lot I gotta and then we have the Mother of Wands. Wow. Okay. Outside influences, judgment, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Okay, the Four of Wands, and then the Nine of Cups want to flash itself at me. So we'll stick that right there. See how that wants to fit in. So right now what we see here going with Ariana, actually we're going to start in the past. I've been starting in the past lately instead of the present moment. It seems like the past always has something to unpack before we get to the present moment lately. So what I see here in her past is there was a judgment period. Now this could, because this wasn't the outside influences, this could mean that the judgment is from the outside public and how people were viewing Ariana Grande and the decisions that she was making around her past, just all that. And she had to really defend herself, stand her ground, and maybe not come off as like meek Ariana Grande. I mean, honestly, I feel like Ariana Grande has gone through such a transition that like 2017 Ariana Grande or even 2020 Ariana Grande is like day and night. It's like two different women. I don't know who I'm looking at in 2025. This is not the Ariana Grande I grew up knowing. And because of that, that's exactly what the Seven of Wands is giving. That defense, that shedding off energy of trying to reject all the labels that people were trying to put onto her and say, this is who I am. This is real. This is me. I'm exactly who I'm supposed to be. Yeah. Gonna let the light shine on me. Okay. That was a little bit. Okay. I went back to her Disney days for that one. Not her Disney days, but you know, those children days. And that's exactly what she seems like she's trying to evolve from. And because of that, the judgment that she could have on herself, some self-judgment, and the harshness that she can have with herself can sometimes really bring her down. A, that's probably why she needs a therapist, but B, also the therapist probably helps her see things from a different perspective to be able to grow past these things that probably once would have held her back. And that's exactly why this judgment is both critical, self-critical, and outside. It's just judgment from everybody. And that's the way life goes sometimes. And it's just something that you have to take on and like hope it doesn't break you kind of thing. That's the best I got. And it seems like even though it was it was a little touch and go right there for Ariana Grande. A little touch and go. It was looking a little peaked for her, literally. But she's pulling through, literally. And that's because she has some foundation of a good support group. People around her, whether that was Ethan Slater, her parents, everybody that A was at the VMA Awards and who wasn't, that are behind closed doors, that are really Ariana Grande's ride and dies. They were able to help her and be there with her. It could have even been the cast from Wicked 2 on top of that. I've heard her and Cynthia Ravio got a really good connection like this. I'm not sure how true it is, but that's what they gave off when it came to them promoting. And I would really like to see how their chemistry works again when it comes to promoting Wicked 2. So what I see here and going into her present moment, now that we've talked about the shredding and the hardships and the self-judgment and the judgment from the world, that you feel like you have to change yourself, but also you want to stop trying to please everybody else, just want to please yourself. And that's exactly where Ariana Grande has gotten to this point. Who is Ariana Grande? Where is Ariana Grande going from here? So whether that is if she shredded Ethan Slater or not along the way, it's all about the metamorphosis of Ariana Grande. She's envisioning who she wants to be and who she's going to become, and she's walking in that path. That's exactly why we see the king and the queen here. She's kind of like in unison, in harmony, but she's still all about that mental. She hasn't gotten over that mental. I'm not sure if she maybe struggles with some mental health issues. I'm not sure. I don't follow Ariana Grande that close, but if she does, maybe sometimes that could be a part of her struggle to really move forward in the way that she wants to, but she's learning to cope and work with it and not against it. And so that way it could work to her benefit instead of hindering her and keeping her stuck in a place. She can actually move forward, grow, and evolve. And that's exactly what I see here with her. But also, it feels as though she's trying to look for something that's mentally stimulating. It seems like her mind is always going, 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 running, 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 doing, 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 thinking, 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 this, that, and the third. And that could just be what she has going on in her life. Like I said, she has a whole lot going on. So therefore, even though the Five of Wands isn't here, it's giving Five of Wands energy of just being scattered all over the place. Your energy is everywhere. Honestly, you should be putting more during when times are like that. You really got to put more time and energy and focus on yourself and make sure that you're refilling and replenishing yourself, because you're so busy giving so much of yourself that you just need that much more to fill within. However, if you have a really good support system, they can pour into you when you're unable to pour into yourself. And that's how you don't crumble and break while you're also standing on your own at the same time. You're able to know when to go get help, and when able to express and seek someone who's going to be able to guide you, somebody that's going to be able to give you some sound advice that works for you. And I feel like I'm preaching to somebody out there, but this is exactly how Ariana Grande is feeling, is that she has somebody or some bodies in her life that is able to get to her mentally, that whenever she feels stuck or in the rut and she talks to them, vents to them, she's able to get some sound, clear advice that is right for her and is not specifically tailored for her, but it's something that she can see herself doing. You also tell somebody gives you advice, and in the moment, even if you've done like all the good work on yourself, you're just like, yeah, but that's not really what I need in this moment. So sometimes you just got to do what's best for you, and that's exactly what Ariana's doing, while also hearing people's suggestions, and through that making the two come together and mold exactly what this Three of Wands is all about. Finding and it's like putting a puzzle together. And once you put the puzzle together, that's when the full vision and the image comes together, like a vision board. It's like different pieces. It's like a collage. And then once it comes together, it's just like a aha moment. That's exactly what it's like for Ariana Grande when she outsources or seeks help to help her with her thoughts and seek some direction in what she should go. Should I do this? Am I doing the right thing? Am I just trying to avoid something? You know, all the things that come up, especially during this period of time astrologically. But seeing moving forward with Ariana Grande, still with that motherly feminine energy. Okay, I'm really starting to sound congested now from all this talking. But we have the Mother of Wands, which symbolizes that in the future she sees herself giving a birth to maybe an album, but give birth to this tour because I definitely know that's coming. So we know that she's giving birth to this tour, and it's something what was it like the girl from Wicked? I forget exactly what she called it, but she referenced Wicked. So I'm not sure if that's like addressing like the rumors. Is like she talking about how she's like a changed girl, or like she was wicked and now she's no longer and she's truly Galinda. Like is that what we're getting? The glow up of Ariana Grande, and it's no longer break up with your boyfriend, girlfriend because I'm bored. Or thank you next. Or licking store products and then putting it back on the shelves. Like you got to think about all these things that has accumulated with Ariana Grande over the years. I mean, yes, some was immaturity, yes, but those are things that you really don't want to get attached to you. And when it gets attached to you, it's hard. And then people going back to that judgment, going back to shredding off these old things and trying to envision a new version of herself. And she's finally seeing it come forth and into fruition. She finally sees the Ariana Grande that she always envisioned, or maybe she got lost in finding along the way. But Ariana Grande has transformed, and it's only a matter of time before we truly see it. And I think that's exactly what this tour is going to bring us, the new, evolved Ariana Grande. Didn't she do some videos with butterflies? I'm not quite sure, but her videos recently have been giving like supernatural. Her videos lately have been giving a metamorphosis. So I'm not surprised that this is the direction that the cards are leading her towards. I mean, this could literally be interpreted in two different ways. Literally Jacob's ladder, or it could be like interpreted as going up the stairs and putting in the hard work, putting in that energy. Usually it's the Nine of Wands, somebody that has taken a mental blow, has done so much work, put so much time, energy, and effort that they felt like they've given up a piece of themselves mentally, energetically. Yet all at the same time, it was there to elevate them. It was there to put them in a better position in life, basically, because you don't do all that hard work in vain and for nothing. You do it because you want to get to the next step. You want to graduate from one level and enter into another level. So because of that, sometimes you get stuck in stages, but once you finally have enough of that stage, whether that be for Ariana Grande, whether she has finally gotten tired of being in this particular moment, phase, energy, whatever it is, she's ready to move on from it. And that's exactly why I can see why this Nine of Cups and this Nine of Wands is coming out. Because the Nine of Cups is all about somebody who looks and appears as if they all have it all together. They're usually sitting there like this, all smug, feeling themselves, right? And then there's a curtain behind them, but you don't know what the monkey got up their sleeve. Literally, it's like a magic trick. You don't know what you're going to pull out that hat. And that's exactly the way Ariana Grande has been presenting herself. It's that dual nature that even though she has been battered and torn, I mean, we see it at Ariana Grande, but even though she has been battered and torn along the way, as I said before at the very beginning, and I'm saying it again, she pulled through. And she definitely has some battle scars to show for it. But she is definitely a new Ariana Grande. And whoever that Ariana Grande we knew before Wicked, I guess you could say the old Ariana Grande can't come to the phone right now because she's dead. So that's exactly the vibe that it gave me. And then here at her foundation, we have the Four of Wands, which is actually a symbolizing of moving forward. Now, I've been trying not to talk about Ethan Slater, but as I said, mother of the King of Swords. Oh, like I said before, the King of Swords and the King of Swords and the Mother of Swords. King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. It usually represents a pairing. It could represent her parents or her and Ethan Slater. Then here at the very usually the outcome card, we see here the Four of Wands, which symbolizes a usually a transition period and phase that you're going with. Now, maybe that one person, well, it is one person. She could be going through that transitional phase with Ethan Slater, literally. Or this could be just a moving on and you have a celebratory team with you along the way as you're going through this transitional period. So that one person is like metaphorically persons in one body, if you want to look at it that way. It's somebody who is there with you, going through with you along this transition. And it's like she's not alone. But I'm just curious. Let's find out. Is Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater together? I don't want to check. Can y'all see? Okay. Okay. I don't know what it was, and I don't want to know either. And if I can't read it in the cards either, that's going to be really funny. So, because it almost wanted to come out while I was talking about it. I didn't really want to feel like I picked. I didn't want to really feel like I picked it, but I still gave it some. What is it? Clout time. I gave it its 15 seconds of fame. So, Ariana Grande, Ethan Slater. Okay, a baby. Not literally. I mean, I've joked about it before, but a family room. Okay. Oh, and shadow. I was starting to feel it and then I didn't. So, what I see here, maybe this baby could literally metaphorically represent the baby that he has in his life, and that's coming in between their relationship. And maybe they have really conversations about this because that's what usually a family room represents. It's all about talking about home matters and it's trying to gather information. And so when you're in that period, you usually discuss things that are related to the family. So those are conversations that her and Ethan Slater could be having about his family and about his children. You know, there was one point where Ariana Grande was allegedly posting up with the child. So because of that, you know, like I said, Ariana Grande has grown, evolved. So that could be something that's coming in between them in this current moment, and they're talking about it, about, hey, you know, maybe I want to go back to being a family man. You know, I love you, this was great and all, but I don't feel like this is really working. I feel like we're on two separate pages. You know, those kinds of things where you're going to start talking, because what I see here is the shadow, and the shadow is all about the hidden things and all about the things that weigh down the relationship that you really don't want to talk about. And what's the big gigantic elephant in the room? Them ending their marriages. Well, we knew Ariana Grande wasn't going to last in that marriage anyway, but Ethan Slater, everybody said it from the beginning. Not that I want them to break up and not that I'm trying to say that I want them to break up, but seeing the shadows here, it's kind of like the karma everybody was waiting to see for Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater to get for just breaking up their relationship. Breaking up a family, I should say. So because of that, a lot of people was putting in that shadow, that negative energy. So because of that, their foundation was already kind of faulty, but they could have had some grounds to work on if they really had some strong communications. But morals is morals, ethics is ethics, right is right, and wrong is wrong. So because of that, it was all going to work itself out in time. And this is maybe what Ariana Grande needed in a karmic sense in order to kickstart this growth and evolution that has blossomed before us today. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Ariana Grande. I sure did. This was a really great reading. I'm glad I chose to read on her. And like I said, if you haven't watched my crash course on the VMAs, please go check that out, because this kind of message, energy, change of evolution definitely coincides with that. So for Ariana Grande to be one of like either the number one Grammy, like either Ariana Grande was the one that took the most awards home or she was the second one. But either way, she was one of the people that had the significant amount of awards. So for this energy to be attached to her, that energy is exactly all what the VMAs was about. So I hope you enjoyed that. I sure did. With that being said, I wish nothing but the best for Ethan Slater and Ariana Grande. I don't want them to break up. I hope they can work it out for the sake of how they got together. Let this really truly be love, and that you guys really did mean it. It wasn't all for nothing and in vain and in vain. So that's how I feel. So I hope they work it out. But it's all how you choose to view the perspective. And I'm not sure exactly what's going on with Ariana Grande. It's hard to get a tabs on her because she is changing. So really, she could feel different one day from the next. So it's really hard to pinpoint her emotionally because she's just doing so much, got so much going on, and because of that, she has time and doesn't have time to focus on herself and certain things. So because of that, it's all about what needs immediate attention, and that seems like it's definitely got her attention. And whatever doesn't need her immediate attention is getting exactly that. It doesn't get her attention as much, so it starts falling to the wayside. So we're really starting to see what really Ariana Grande has got going on in her life at this moment. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Ariana Grande. I sure did. Please go subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It would really mean a lot to this channel. We would really appreciate it. Please and thank you. Leave your comments down below. How did you feel about this video on Ariana Grande? Did you enjoy it? Did it feel inspirational? Hey, did it touch you? Did you relate to it? All that. Please let me know down below in the comments. And please give this video a thumbs up. Share this with anybody that's into Ariana Grande. And with that being said, I will see you sunflowers in the next one. Sunflowers.